Welcome. Have a nice day. Today is Friday, 19th of May 2023. This day is celebrated as Malcolm X Day to appreciate the civil rights leader. 19 May is also celebrated as the birth anniversary of Nana Sahib Peshwa II. Neelam Sanjayva Reddy, Nathuram Godse, Nawazuddin Siddiqui, and Bharat Jindal. 19 May is also observed as the death anniversary of the Jamsetji Tata Jadunath Sarkar, Janaki Ramachandran, Sambho Mitra, and E.K. Nayanar. So, starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper, The Hindu states that Prime Minister to inaugurate new Parliament building on 28 May. Prime Minister Narendra Modi visits the new Parliament building in New Delhi on March 30, 2023. The Hindu newspaper also states that Hiroshima G7 summit seeks to send out a strong message against Russia, says Japanese envoy. Hiroshi Suzuki, ambassador of Japan to India, speaks during an interview at Japan Embassy in New Delhi on May 18, 2023. The Hindu newspaper also states that G20 meets several schools closed, mainstream politicians, minorities put on alert in Kashmir. Indian Navy Marine Commandos Marcos patrol in Dal Lake ahead of the G20 meeting in Srinagar on May 18, 2023. Going towards the Indian Express newspaper states that Express investigation part first, all these kids were killed by bombs meet the casualties of Bengal's crime cottage industry. The Indian Express it tracks down 24 families in the 5 districts where the bomb making in an enterprise with many clients, and one that has left in its wake a tragedy and death. Top from left, Sheikh Abraz, Nikhil Paswan, Sheikh Nasirul, Imran Sheikh, and Najma died in the separate incidents when they mistook crew bombs for playthings. Indian Express also states that the Kerala story, a ban based on Intel, TMC has nothing to do with it, Abhishek. Writer Tilotama Majumdar said the freedom of an artist cannot be curtailed. I'm happy with the SC's decisions. The court also asked the makers of the film to ensure that it carries a disclaimer stating that it is a fictionalized account of events and there is no data to back its claim that 32,000 women from Kerala were forced to convert to Islam and join the terror outfit ISIS. Indian Express also states that government rope in consultant for India's first night safari project. With an estimated cost of rupees 1600 crore, the project got the state cabinet approval in April last year after the government decided to shift the existing zoo from the heart of the city to a larger area. Of the 5,009 hectares of land, the Kukrail Reserve is spread over a proposed park will come up in nearly 150 acres and the night safari on 350 acres. Going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that a G20 meet will help shape future climate tax exports. G20 will play a crucial role for our future climate discussions and help shore up action required from both developed and developing countries. Experts said on Thursday as they stressed on the key issues of climate finance and loss and damage fund during the HTG20 agenda on green development, climate finance, and lifestyle for environment. From the left, ambassador of the delegation of European Union to India, Ugo Astoto, Director General at the Center for Science and Environment, Sunito Narayan, CEO of CWW, Dr. Arun Ghosh, and CEO of Renew, Sumant Sinha, at the HTG20 agenda in New Delhi on Thursday. Supreme Court here appeal against the Gyanvapi Mosque scientific survey today. The Supreme Court will hear on Friday an appeal by the Gyanvapi Mosque Management Committee against Allahabad High Court's order last week for the scientific survey to determine the age of the structure inside the mosque complex that Hindus say is a shelling and the Muslims insist is a part of a fountain. And sometimes also states that G7 countries to unveil new sanctions targeting Russia over Ukraine war. The United States and the rest of the group of seven major economies will unveil new sanctions and export control targeting Russia or its war against Ukraine, as a United States official said ahead of G7 summit in Japan. Houston Times also states that over half the world's largest lakes and reservoirs are drying up steady. More than half of the world's largest lakes and reservoirs are dwindling and placing humanity's future water security at risk with climate change and unsustainable consumption, the main culprits, as studies said Thursday. Going towards the economy of the country, Central State Bank of India Q4 PAT up 83% to rupees 16,695 crore, annual profit surged to 50,232 crore. State Bank of India reported that its fourth quarter net profit grew 83.18% to 16,695 crore from the same quarter last year due to the improvement in asset quality and credit growth. A man walks in front of the signboard or displayed at the head office of the State Bank of India in Mumbai, India, April 18, 2023. Markets give up intra-day gains of fall for third day. Pfizer initiates a temporary suspension on a sale distribution of four of its antibiotics. The antibiotics magnesium 40, magnesium, and zosine are all prescribed to treat various types of bacterial infections. Going towards the world news, including China's loans pushing world's poorest countries to brink of collapse. Syria's Assad arrives in Saudi Arabia for a regional summit, sealing his return to the Arab fold. Queen Elizabeth II's funeral cost United Kingdom government $200 million. Erdogan rival pledged to repatriate all refugees before Turkey run off. Sudan's conflict inflicts a heavy toll on children. Going towards the science and technology, Earth-sized alien planet crippled by widespread volcanism. An exoplanet called LP791 180, an Earth-sized world about 90 light-year away, is seen in an undated artist rendering. Supreme Court expresses concern over cheetah death in Kono. A cheetah brought from South Africa is released in an enclosure at Palpur at Kuno National Park, Madhya Pradesh, in Shiopura on February 18, 2023. Climate change making a Burmese python spread westward in India steady. Burmese python is one of the largest snake species in the world. Burmese python. Natural disasters caused 2.5 million internal displacements in India in 2022, reports. Women carry pots filled with drinking water on their heads through their tripod in Nadia, Monday, April 17, 2023, as the area is facing drought-like situation due to the continued heat wave across the South Bengal. At last, there's a famous quotation said by a famous scientist, that Aristotle was an ancient Greek philosopher and a polymath. His writing covered a broad range of subjects spanning the natural sciences, philosophy, linguistics, economics, politics, psychology, and the arts. As the founder of the Peripatetics school of philosophy in the Lyceum in Athens, he began the wider Aristotelian tradition that followed, which set the groundwork for the development of modern science. Mr. Aristotle says a famous quotation. He says that be a free thinker and don't accept everything you hear as truth. Be critical and evaluate what you believe in. Okay, thank you.